everybody. How's it going? It's only been a week, but it feels like it's been forever. Well, I missed a week, and it feels like it's been forever.
All three of us missed last week because Bob was in Maine with no internet. You were in Florida with doing your family thing, and I was also in Maine with no internet, although I'm supposed to have internet at my house. So,
Oh, silly goose! Who has internet at their house?
yeah.
In Maine.
They unplugged something. It was fun.
Oh, and you had to go into. You were supposed to be working from home the next day.
Yeah, on Thursday. So I ended up having to go in. It was great.
That's garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
But we're back.
We're back. We're here.
Back. It's good. We running this back to back because Joey just had Monday night trivia on a Wednesday. I feel like we should probably get an Uno Draw 2 Wednesday night hangout trivia shirt. I don't know if Jordan's in the chat. Bob, I know Bob's here. We can get that done.
Yeah, I got really confused by it. I get a notification, I get an email whenever someone goes live on our channel, and I was like, I look down and I'm like, live on your channel, who was originally cast as Alan Grant in Jurassic Park? I'm like, I don't know the answer to that question. Wait, what day is it? What time is it? What's it?
And Joey told me 2 days ago or 3 days ago that he was going to do it on Tuesday. So I was really confused when I tried to watch it last night. So I don't think Joey knew what day it was.
Bob's been in watching the stream, waiting for it to be live for an entire 28 hours.
Yeah. I was going to do airport trivia. And I needed Scott to make me a graphic. Huh?
I said you had stuff to do, but you missed it all because you were just sitting in that stream waiting for it to go.
Yeah.
And you, Bob, you did what this past week, like you did live drafts. You were in Chicago.
This is so I was home for 6 hours and then got on a plane to Chicago. I mean, I went from the dentist chair. I went from with you to the dentist chair, to getting a haircut.
Totally unrelated.
Went to get an oil change, and then 6 hours later, after I unpacked, I said, "Oh wait, I gotta pack and get on a plane to Chicago."
How was Chicago?
So, Chicago was a blast. It was a blast. Pizza is definitely not number one, but it's good. I mean, no. So we went to
Lou Malnati's?
We did do that one. So Sal and I went to that one first. And then Scott, Sal, Joey, Joe Bryant, his wife Barbara, and I'm drawing a blank on the other couple of guys that were there, but we went to Pasquale's or something like that. But they had more like a sweet sauce on theirs and it kind of tasted like a lasagna. Pascal's, is that sound familiar? I don't know. There's got to be somebody in the chat that can name that place for me. I did find Starbucks. Everyone was very kind to bring me Starbucks. It was difficult. It was difficult. I went from a whole week of no internet, no cell phone. I literally would have to drive 15 minutes to get my messages from the lake I was on, and then come back and try to catch up in 6 hours. Wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So it's been a long week for me. I'm ready for a weekend off, but my wife is going away.
I would say it's Potathon.
And Potathon. And then Orlando.
Yeah.
This weekend, Sunday from noon till Monday at noon is the Potathon. I'm very excited. The schedule came out today, which is so close to the show. I had people messaging me is like, "Hey, so did I not make the cut?" And I'm like, "No,
It's my fault. I was unreachable.
Yes, I'm gonna blame Bob. I like that. I
But
like that.
I'll give you this: is Mike Fiala only gave me the list last night, so I had it ready at 6 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had the schedule mostly put together, before.
Yeah, and Scott's
Process.
got it. P-quads. That's what it was called.
Really, I thought he was joking. Why is he there? Why isn't he here?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he doesn't like the camera.
Isn't he flying somewhere? I don't know.
No,
That
no,
just
he
seems
should
like
be
something
back.
he would
He's
be
back.
doing.
He's back, and I think he's got the weekend off too. So maybe he'll show up on the podathon.
Well, he definitely is. We have a half hour where he, me, and the champion of last year's SFB at 5 o'clock.
I saw that.
That's our. So Zach, did you fill out the host form yet?
I have not, but I will. I mean, I can come on whenever, but like,
All right, so you'll hit that 12:30 to 2:30 a.m.
yeah, that'd be great.
I'll be around now. Like I said, I got nothing going on this weekend. I am gonna be hanging out here.
I reminded my wife because we share a Google Calendar because has saved our marriage for many, 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 many times. But today I'm like, all right, hon, so just remember this weekend is the podathon. She just gives me this look, and I'm like, it's not like last year because last year it was 36 hours. We're going back down to 24. And seeing as how I think I did 26 hours of 36 hours, I can't do 26 hours of 24 hours. So I'm not going to do as much as I did last year. And she just good. If she was wearing glasses, it would have been one of these.
Yeah, I think I'll see if I can make sure I'm around probably like 6:30 until Mike comes on. Before because Mike took the spot that would be really easy for me to do, where I could just like come on, host, and then be the guest and then leave. But he took the chunk of time that's all around that. So what I'll probably do is just jump in earlier, like jump in where Joey Wright comes on, and then go until Mike comes on and bail and find myself some food. And
what's the point of being one of the hosts of the podathon if you're not just there to talk to your friends?
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
So, I mean, like, you jump on whenever the heck you want. Who cares what the schedule says? As long as we're not, we can't leave Sal by himself. We can't leave Sal unsupervised.
No. Well, that's what I said to Mike. I said, I didn't even make the cut this year. He goes, you have the link. You can go in anytime. No. I was like,
well, I mean,
that's true.
That's what happened last year with me, where like I wasn't on the schedule, but all of a sudden there was an emergency and they were like, here's the link. I'm like, yeah, I got you. I'm just hanging out in the chat. I'm going to be here all the time. So
rumor has it the tonight's link got leaked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it got leaked out to somebody.
Ooh.
Rumor has it anyways.
Huh. Rumor has it. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Rumor has it. Ooh. Oh. Hey.
Hey. You say his name 3 times, he appears.
See, rumor had it that someone leaked out the link, and this guy got a hold of it.
I came here for one reason only. Zach is ignoring me through text. I don't know what's going on.
No, I'm not ignoring you. You caught me at work, and I'm very bad at returning texts after I see something at work. So you're now like 18 down the text chain. But I've seen it. But I wasn't ignoring you. I am coming on. I am going to fill in somewhere to host Sal. I'll be there. It'll be excellent.
Me and this gummy bear don't believe you. So this guy right here, Mr. Russ Fisher, he needs somebody to fill out. He needs co-hosts to fill out, or else he gets very jittery. So if you don't log in tonight and fill it, he's gonna.
You think I haven't been bugging him for the past 10 hours about it?
Chop chop. How you boys doing?
Not bad. You?
How's your weekend, Sal?
Oh, my weekend was Sal.
My weekend was good. I don't know if you heard about.
Sal was my roommate for the weekend.
I was roommates with Bob Gilchrist. He has videos of me on his phone I wasn't aware of, so that made me nervous.
You get used to that stuff after a while. With Bob.
Everybody on the screen has a video.
Of me?
No, well, yeah, they do, but everyone on the screen has a video on my phone.
Whether we know about it or not, because
Yeah,
that's
Just
news
as
to me.
I was
You
this
definitely
weekend.
do know about it. I've sent it to you. It's your band picture, but I added some music to it.
Did I see it?
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh,
Okay.
Russ,
I guess I'll have to.
Bob is at home making videos of all of us, and we're unaware of it.
See,
Like I said,
I think I share everything, and I guess I just don't. Like that's why I find like logos from like 3 years ago that never made it because I forgot about it.
So I don't know if you caught my my excursion, my attempt to get home on Monday from Chicago, but I was loaded on a plane twice in Chicago. Once at 2 in the afternoon, and after 2 hours they took all of us off, and then again at 7 p.m. and after 2 hours again they took us off before sending me to a murder hotel. Because there was definitely crimes committed in this hotel at some point. I did survive, as you see, I'm here today, and I did make it back to New York 10:30 Tuesday morning.
Without his pants and shirt, though.
I did forget a pair of pants and shirt at the hotel. So they're currently in Minnesota with Scott. So I'm all over the United States at the time.
Can't take him anywhere, you know. You can't take Sal anywhere. But I'll
Most
tell you what,
people don't want
it is very helpful for Sal to come to the live events. He does do a great job of jumping in and doing absolutely everything. And we do appreciate that, Sal.
Well, that's nice to hear. I like I told
That's
Scott,
very
he was
rare
down
that
by
you're going to
me
get a
at 10:30.
compliment from me, but I'll drop one live right now.
From anybody.
we can
at this
edit
stage
that
of my
out in
life.
post.
Yeah, well, that won't be on the replay.
I'm sorry, people actually watch this?
No, we're only up to about 438 right now.
No one actually like all of
Nice.
these comments are fake. It's all you see what my cousin
Pre-recorded.
does for the Discord, right? You know, he makes bots for all of that. These are all fake people, just so it makes us feel like we're actually doing something of worth. But really, it's just us sitting around BSing.
Nice.
There you go, Russ. Sal, I filled out from 6:30 until Mike comes on Sunday.
Here, Sal, you got an invitation to go to Sydney to help Vince with his live.
Yes, I would do that. But somebody asked me, "Why are you not going to the international ones?" I'm like, well, it's not that easy to just, I could shoot to Vegas and take a day off of work. I could shoot to Chicago and take a day off of work. If I go to Australia, I need to. Who's going to Australia for a couple of days, right? I mean, it's a couple of days just to get to the place. So, yeah. So somebody's asking. It's Melissa's asking what I ate with my free food voucher. So they gave me a $48 food voucher. And let me tell you, when I got to the airport on Tuesday morning, I bought breakfast at a place called the Protein Bar, and the breakfast and the coffee it cost $28. And then I went and made sure I spent every single penny of that $48. I went and I said to the lady, just keep bringing me up till I get to $19.40 because that's what's left. I went home with cheese sticks, gum, whatever I could buy just to make sure I spent every one of their dollars. I do miss Joey, by the way. He's asking.
My nail color today is called
I did.
A Rose at Dawn, Broke by Noon.
Wow.
Anne always asks what my nail colors are. So I wanted to.
Mine is El Natural.
You gotta get that. You get that clear coat when you get your nails done.
Sure. No, I think there might be some dirt under them. That's about it. I don't know. No, I always love your nails. I think it works for you, Russ. I don't know that I'd pull it off.
Well, I mean, even if you don't get color, just getting a mani-pedi is so relaxing. You get your legs rubbed, you get your hands rubbed.
See, we've had this conversation before. I don't know if we've had it on here. I don't want to be touched.
Oh,
like at
Massage
all.
me.
Like
please. Oh,
like out, Russ. I'll give you I'll give you hugs at the expo, but like that's like my one weekend a year where like physical contact is okay.
that's enough for the year.
Yeah, that's it. I get my quota. I'm done. But,
And on the other hand, I constantly want to be touched. So that's the difference between you and me.
see, this is why I had to sign up for 5 hours of Podathon.
Oh,
Can't leave Sal alone.
So Steven Johnson, an amazing host, he hosted us in his city. Steven Johnson says, "Hey, do you guys want to go to the Chicago Fire game tonight?" So like, yeah, great. He's like, I can get tickets from a vendor, et cetera, et cetera. We get there, we're first row midfield. First row midfield. Now the only thing closer than us is there are tables. There's like sideline tables for whatever high-end clients, and they have food trays and drinks. Everything's included for the people down there. So they had M&M ice cream sandwiches, and I wanted an M&M ice cream sandwich. And I badgered multiple people walking by, and one guy must have heard me because as he's walking back, he does one of these. He reaches up like this and just keeps going. He never stopped. He didn't wait for a thank you, nothing. And that was the best M&M ice cream sandwich because I worked for it, and it was free. So,
not all heroes wear capes.
No, he was wearing an M&M right between the eyes.
Bob, did you get your Starbucks Saturday night?
Oh my God! Saturday night, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon.
Oh no! Actually, yeah. Well, so Saturday night we ended up going to Bally's Fitness Center, and I got coffee there. It was not Starbucks, but they did serve
that was the Bally's Casino.
Oh, Bally's Casino, is that the part that I missed?
Yeah. It was a casino. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense than.
I know you guys getting a late night workout in, little cardio.
Yeah. Hey, you hear Bally's? It's fitness center.
I couldn't get Bob to the gym if I dragged him there. I was trying.
He never even asked. I felt like you didn't appreciate me.
My internal struggle knew that I didn't appreciate you. But we had pizza, multiple pizzas, multiple times.
Oh man, that first slice was good, wasn't
it? The one that Bob wore. It takes one bite of the pizza.
Literally, I picked up the slice and it went right down my shorts, and I go, "It's a good start."
Vince, if you know Laquan Jones, you might be able to reach out to Laquan. He might have a contact in the LA Rams organization, or if you reach out to me afterwards or directly, I could maybe talk to Laquan, possibly.
I figure might as well throw it up there just in case. Scampers with the truth here. This is a very Zach kind of line.
Yes.
Favorite kind of pizza is multiple.
All of them.
I've seen Scampers out there this weekend. Wasn't at the draft I was at. I think that was this weekend, right? But I got to meet him last year.
What we had, it was Cincinnati, Chicago. What else was this past weekend?
Hold on.
Cincinnati was 2 weeks ago.
Was it 2? Oh my goodness, I'm losing time.
So hold on, scroll back a little bit. On Saturday, the 28th, was Atlanta, Barcelona, and Buffalo. And on the 29th was Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Fayetteville, Madison, and Phoenix.
He was from Detroit. Sorry, that's every time I hear
Detroit City.
It's from Forrest Gump. There was Phoenix. He was from Detroit. Sorry.
He was from Detroit. Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, I'm losing days here. I went to Iowa for 5 days, and I'm pretty sure I hit a time warp and lost a week.
Let's do the time warp again.
That's the first thing I thought of. You can't think of anything else.
Did they? Wow. I mean, I know a couple places raffle off or do like have an auction for the draft boards. I wonder if they didn't do that. I wonder what they did with them. Maybe someone has it and they can give it to you, Mel.
In Chicago, they left it amongst the group to pick who they felt had the best 10-round draft and give it to that person. That was the Chicago route.
Yeah, and there was one that left it because nobody thought they had a good draft. Chicago, they had a great time. Mini helmets were a big hit.
Nice.
Scott signed those. We threw in an SFB 16 spot with it, and there was a Mortal Kombat limited edition item that was up on auction that did really well. That was donated, and the Scott Fish helmet went for more than the Caleb Williams mini helmet.
What?
I mean, Scott doesn't take as many sacks.
Yeah,
And to be fair,
he's
there
not
are more
he's not going to
Caleb
get traded
Williams
either.
autographs out there than there are Scott Fish autographs. Steven
Limited
Johnson
edition.
made the boards, by the way.
Well, I mean, there's only 36 of each color, and I mean, he even had to sign a couple of the sponsors that we gave some mini helmets to. They wanted his signature.
That's cute.
Anne is asking me if I take something to help me sleep for 12 hours before the podathon. No, and it's starting at noon this year. That's tricky territory because I'm going to be awake. Obviously, I'm not going to get up at 11:30 in the morning. I'm going to be awake. So if I do the full 24, picture I'm going to be awake for somewhere in the 28-hour range at that point. So I may go to sleep early Saturday night and then try to get up and get a nap before the show on Sunday. But I've done that before, where I've been up 4 hours before the show. So no.
You told everyone the story that how the podathon started, right? It was because you were good at talking and staying up real late, right?
Yeah, people have asked me that on shows before, like how did I come up with the idea? And the idea was I wasn't really that good at, this was 2018. I wasn't really that good at giving fantasy football advice. But one thing I knew I could do was stay awake. Stay awake for 24 hours was my talent. So
That's how he got himself in the fishbowl.
The best ability is availability. Mel, he is at Steven with a PH, STEPHEN_Roto. Steven_Roto.
Joey. That Caleb Williams helmet was very cheap for a while. Joey and I were in on it at $75 and $80. I think it went for like $380. Didn't it go? It went.
Should be going for that much, yeah.
It went pretty decent.
How'd they get a Caleb Williams helmet? I want a Caleb Williams helmet.
That's an interesting comment. That one from Aram.
Sal and available.
That's right. We got well over 200 for that Scott Fish helmet in Vegas. But great job by the people in Vegas too. I don't know if you guys were probably on last week and maybe recap that a little bit. That is a whole different experience. I've done Cincinnati live, New York City. I've done multiple times, as Russ knows. I've done Cincinnati. I've done Boston. I've done the Chicago now. Vegas. I'm going to go to Philadelphia with you guys. And the Vegas one hits different. I highly recommend even if you don't draft there, come visit next year. It's just Circa is great. The event is great. The people are great. And mostly everybody that's there is visiting. I mean, there's some people that live locally, but people come from everywhere for that one. A lot of LA people came this year. I'm not going to answer Stephen F's question. Because I've been asked this before, and Only recently did I start thinking about that. So if I answered, I have not. I worry that Steven's going to go try and trademark it tonight. So don't do that, Steven, because I know where you live and Bob's got video of you.
It's true. Bob has a video of you. You don't know it, and he thought he shared it with you already.
I mean, I never know what I share anymore. I do have some sweet graphics going though for the Podathon I've been working on. I only started working on them last night, so I think
This is good to hear. Scamper saying some pretty high bids in Phoenix this past weekend too. Good. That's great that there's awesome stuff there.
I'm looking forward to the New York and then Boston back to back.
I don't know how you do all of that travel. I would not be able to do it. I'm just doing 2 back to back because one's a bus ride and one's like a 50-minute drive.
Nah.
Oh, I would rather fly than anything.
I am sad I'm not going to be able to do the Philly and New York.
Yeah,
It makes me sad.
I mean, I mean, I would like to have gone to Philly, but I feel like I have the obligation to go to Boston.
Well, I mean, we got to pick up Fiella, so
Yeah, and that's the one Jordan wanted to go to. So
yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, Patriot Place will be fun. Boston will be fun.
yeah,
Ooh.
he gets to hang out with me for 12 hours. That should be a
Oh,
blast.
and see,
What?
she got that nailed because I was just gonna do the transition because you mentioned Jordan. Because I was looking through the SFB merch shop, the Shop Fantasy Cares, and there are sweatshirts in there in the NFL merch.
There's a
Yeah.
second bathing suit in there.
I saw that too.
There
I saw that
is.
too.
Ooh, a pennant.
I made a desk mat while we were at Chicago Live with all the Chicago logos.
Yeah, Bob doesn't stop looking at his computer, guys. Has anybody, you guys have been with him live? Like that thing's attached to him. He's constantly creating. I mean, he's doing wonderful stuff in between.
You need to catch Bob up in Maine, Sal, where we don't have internet or cell service, because then you get the full Bob experience.
I got bobbed a little bit. That's weird. That's a weird statement.
I'm
I
so
thought that
thrown
was really
off
neat,
by
but,
Fantasy Cares in that red and yellow. What else do we got?
Yeah, I
Oh,
wanted to
nice.
get those Fantasy Care swim trunks before Vegas. I just couldn't order them in time.
Oh, those ones are solid. That's all. That's a lot of Zach, yeah. Doing the Avies.
Yeah.
Or any of my Abbeys in the past on there? If they are, I'll buy it. If
No,
not,
those
I
are
don't.
all Zach's from this year.
These are all this year.
Not me, but Berger.
Oh. Yeah, no, I know you have no talent. I get it.
Yeah. But
I made your avatar a couple of years ago, Sal. What are you talking about?
I only attack people who I love. Don't you shush.
The Batman. I did the Batman avatar that you had.
That was a sweet one. Mm-hmm. I was a Gotham. I was in the Gotham division.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the NFL sweatshirts got in there.
Those look good.
We will add the other. Didn't get enough hats out this year. I should probably, after I get the Podathon stuff done, maybe I'll throw some more hats out.
I got to figure out what I'm doing for a sweatshirt. I'm going to get one. I just ordered more stuff today.
I'm holding out for the Podathon sweatshirt. I have a Podathon in all 3 available colors.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get in time for the Podathon, but you probably don't need it for this weekend.
No, I'll be indoors anyway.
He's
The
not going
Patriot
to.
one looks pretty good though.
He's not going to be wearing a shirt for the podathon anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
The Vikings purple's very nice too.
They're so good. Like this whole, and I know we say this every year, but like Jordan and you and everybody who has worked on these, and I know it's a lot of Jordan, so you'll give credit to him, but like, man, these are amazing, and they just get better every year. They're so good.
And the skirt and the lines, I love it.
Fair use, Sal. Fair use.
There's the Devils one. All right, I'm in the Devils division. I decided not to draft live this year. I'm just going to attend a New York City draft. My son is drafting live, so all the good New York teams were live drafting. So I took the Devils because I am a Devils fan. I like that, but I'm gonna have to pick that up this week.
Any chance to get zip-up hoodies? It's always a little bit more difficult. First of all, they're more expensive, and placement on those. I mean, I'm not a fan of hoodies that just have the big logo with like broken apart by the zipper in the middle. Like if I'm getting a zip-up hoodie, I want like the logo here with something big on the back.
Yeah.
And then it costs even more because you want to print on the back. So the zip-up hoodies it's probably not going to happen unless it's like one generic kind of there's not going to be zip-up hoodies like this. So that, we're all of these different ones.
Yeah, because you get what the little you're gonna have to do like the little logo.
You do what I did for SFB 11, where it was the music one, where I put one logo here, then I put like literally 15 of them on the back of the hoodie because I liked all of them. So I'm just like, I want to put that one, I want that one, that one, that one, that one, that. And of course, they came out like small, so they all just like eroded really fast.
Alexa, stop.
Yeah, seriously, Alexa, we're in the middle of something.
So needy.
Here, Angie's saying that one generic FC zip hoodie would be cool.
Do it.
Do it. So I went to Universal over the last week.
I've been waiting for this. I want to hear.
We went to Epic Universe, the new theme park. And you literally walk through portals. There are these big arch things that look like they're from a sci-fi movie with all these flashing lights and everything. And of course, for Super Nintendo World, you walk through a pipe. And words cannot describe what it felt like to walk into that world. The Talladega Nights was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. My mouth didn't know what to do because at first it went like my jaw hit the ground and then I started smiling. Then my jaw fell again and then I started smiling again. And like it was just like it is unreal. Like whenever hey Russ, how was Epic Universe? Legitimately epic. Like it's the only way I could think to describe it. It really is otherworldly how amazing it is. I didn't get a chance to do all of them. We spent most of our time in Nintendo because my kids are bigger into Nintendo than anything else. Ellie and I walked around the Ministry of Magic universe for a little bit, but it's based on the Fantastic Beasts movies, not the Harry Potter movies. So like we're not really like we saw that, we watched them all. We didn't really get that into them. So we walked around just to see some cool stuff, and it really was. Oh, and because Ellie needed a new wand. She needs a wand every time we go there. She got a very pretty one, but still, man, those things everything's expensive there. But I really wanted to go to Berk, the How to Train Your Dragon universe, because like they have actual robotic dragons just walking around from what I've seen. But neither of my kids cared at all. And I could
run it back, Russ, next weekend. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to be down there. I got 2 queens. Come on.
Yeah, It's so funny. Last year we did Disney, and we did everything. Like we were there for like 5 days. We made all of our reservations. We did everything we could possibly think to do, so that there's no reason to go back. There's a reason to go back to Epic Universe right now, and that
There's
kind
always
of
a
makes me
reason.
happy because it was so cool. It was just so cool.
Zach, you going to be down there for the fishbowl draft?
Yeah. No.
That's July 12th. Yes.
Yeah, like I'm flying down on Friday, so whatever that is, the 11th, and I'll be there for the draft on the 12th. I'll be there Sunday, kicking around the parks, and then Monday I'll fly out. I think at 2.
That was my original plan. I wanted to do that, and I don't think I told the other Zach that I'm not coming yet, but I know that Joey's going to be there and Bob's going to be there, and you're going to be there. There's going to be a lot of people to help Zach, so he doesn't need that. But work is I've taken a lot of time off, and that was going to be a little bit tougher. I'm holding out hope there's a chance I could do it. So in one of those queens, I might jump.
Yeah,
right in.
I mean, yeah. If you're around, like, yeah, I'll be there. I think Bob and I are splitting an Uber when we go to the draft. So at least that was the plan. Maybe not. Maybe I'm getting my own Uber. Bob says no.
Well, Ryan said he's going to have his car.
Oh, perfect. Even better. Just strap Sal to the roof and head over.
I've done worse.
Yeah.
The trunk would be good for him.
Yeah, we got a pool.
I did.
Yeah, the trunk.
I did that. I did trunk at the expo
definitely
last year. Is anybody in the chat that was in that car with me? We were leaving the karaoke, and I don't remember whose car it was, but I definitely was in the trunk of it.
I tried to get you in the trunk of mine one night, but it didn't happen.
Was trunk closed? You were in there, and was trunk closed?
You talking about me?
Yeah,
it was an SUV. It was a hatch. It wasn't like a
trunk. Oh,
truck.
okay. So you weren't like in the trunk of a sedan. You were in like the back of the hatchback.
Yeah, like a mini crossover type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was jammed in there. I'm pretty sure I was alone. It was a good night. We were coming from the
Whose hand is that?
karaoke.
Oh wait, that's my hand.
Wait, I am back here by myself. Put up Scott's comment.
Oh, nice. Corey says he's going to Disney this year for the first time with his girls who are 4 and 5, which will be amazing.
Yeah.
And then Halloween Horror. I'm going to Halloween Horror this year. Like I'm pumped about that. It's the first time I've been. I haven't been able to get anybody to go with me. So
you see Reebok Joe's comment there? There was a swinger party going on at Legacy the same time that we were there with the group from Fantasy Cares of Scott Fishbowl. There was a full-on...
It was a different Fantasy Cares group.
We were watching the hookups happen, people pairing off and exchanging and leaving. It was a scene. It was quite a scene. Fantasy Cares and Swingers came together.
Ironically, they were also called Fantasy Cares.
Yes. Caring Fantasies, I believe it was called. Yes.
So Sal's pants are on Scott's floor.
I mean, that's not where I left them.
Wow. Okay, that's not doing any better there.
Sal's traveling pants.
Oh boy.
I think we without Scott, we got nobody asking what Scott's drinking. Nobody's even asked Zach what he ate.
No.
I was running late. I ran downstairs and didn't have time to pour myself a drink.
I made carnitas tacos today.
Oh.
So yeah, did the pulled pork in the crock pot and then put it on the stove in a pan to crisp it. So you got the crisp edge. And then salsa, a little crema, some cilantro. I know not everyone digs cilantro, but cilantro, lime, and then cotija cheese to finish it. So little tacos. Yeah.
Did you do any sort of rice and beans, or was it just the tacos?
It was just tacos. It was just the meat and the salsa. Nothing too heavy, because you don't want to. It's always a dilemma for me because I don't want to over carb. You don't want to it's hard for me to do like the tortillas and the rice. It's not hard for me. I'll eat it, but it's one of those where plus I didn't want to do the stove any more than I had to. It was 88 here today, or 86.
Nothing beats a text message from Zach showing his the thermometer in his car showing 101 degrees, where I'm in Florida and it's 86.
Yeah. The next, I didn't send you the next one. When I left work, it was 102.
Oh.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Last week, I left Vegas on Sunday, and it was hotter when I got back to New York. So Zach is in the same, so are you, Russ. We're in the same region over here. Even Bob's a little further up, but we had record-setting 1800s for the last time we had days that hot in New York and this area. And I'm in charge of the air conditioning at the hospital, so you know how good that was. Last week was so fun in my 100-plus-year-old hospital that I run. So
I'm going on vacation, Sal says.
Yeah, I got told I'm never allowed to go anywhere again, so I took off quickly to Chicago.
Just picturing Sal with a comically large wrench just wailing on the HVAC to try and make it start working.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do that anymore because I'm management, right? So I have to, union regulations. I have to yell at the other guys to do that stuff.
You tell somebody, hey, here's the comically large wrench. Go whacking.
Yes. Yep.
You just have to make sure no one sees you.
Overcarbing is Dame's specialty.
And the Corey Hurt, I know I'm stealing the show tonight. That's why I don't come on. I don't want to do that to these guys. They're all good. I don't want to take the spotlight. It's not easy.
But we have a 2 bald person minimum, and when Scott didn't show up, we needed another bald guy. So Sal came to the rescue.
You should have been on the show the other night that I was on, Fantasy and Frames. It was me, Bob Harris, Jim Coventry. There was maybe one other bald gent on there, and originally they called us the Brady Bunch, and it was changed to the Baldy Bunch.
The glare off your domes was probably blinding.
By Stacy. I love when Jim and Bob show up because I'm the young guy on the show when they show up, which is nice.
Well, both of them will be on the Podathon this weekend.
They will, and I'm looking forward to it. So, for all those two, and I think a lot of these people know about. Oh, Scott! Scott joined us late on that show. That's right. Scott was the other bald guy. I forget about this guy, Scott. What does he really do in the business? But yeah, I need some co-hosts for the beginning of that show. Right, the first few hours I'm flying solo, and I'll have some great guests. Yeah, I know Russ will always be there. Russ will jump in, but yeah, we went back to 24 hours this year. We went back to the roots. 24 hours. We're leading into the online drafts, which was the original premise for the Podathon. Before the live show, the live events took place. And the live events is like I mentioned. I've been to so many, a handful of them now. They're spectacular. And I thought, I had this conversation with a few of you, that let's go back to the 24, neat and tidy. We'll get the mainstays on there and then get out to as many live events as possible. But the fireworks will be nonetheless.
Yep. Rule number 1, Sal cannot we cannot leave Sal by himself. He cannot be unsupervised. So even if there's no one on the co-host, if there's no one in the co-host column, Russ is in the co-host column.
Yeah, plus I got a tiny bladder, so I'm going to need you as much as possible.
I don't invite it anymore.
So, we never invited you in the first place, Bob. It's not anymore.
Yeah.
We never invited you.
That is a very fair point, Bob. You were literally never invited.
Bob, you're on at 10:30 on Saturday night.
Bob can easily cover that 12:30 to he left. He's gone.
I was just going to ask. I don't even remember how Bob got involved in fantasy football. Where did Bob come from? Somebody remind me.
He just showed up one day and like started making pictures, and we're just like, oh, okay.
When we started looking behind the scenes, that's just he was there.
He is king of behind the scenes. We'll give Bob all that credit in the world for that. Nobody does what Bob does. I was joking earlier, but he legitimately was on. I woke up, he was on the computer at the hotel. I went to go shopping. I came back. He's like, he was going to take a shower. I left. I came back. He never left the chair. I'm like, oh, you forgot to go shower. Gave him his coffee. I left. I presumed he cleaned himself. I wasn't there to watch. The guy is working constantly with fantasy cares in mind.
Oh, it's
First
incredible.
time I met Bob was at the expo, and I met him at the bar at the DoubleTree, and he was sitting at the bar on his computer.
That's Bob.
Oh no, he is though. Like
You're not hiding
he's back.
anymore.
We can't talk about you if you're back.
No, I put him back there because it's just, and he's doing his best to stay still, so it looks like he's frozen.
Well, I'm making a landscape graphic for the Python right now. I like spaced it out. I'm taking all the same components as the upright one. That's all.
Also, when have I not spoken about somebody directly to their face? I'll talk about Bob always here. I don't care.
It's no fun to talk about someone if they're not here to hear it.
That's my charm.
Is that what you call it?
Oh no, Sal did the other night. He was on some show telling people that I had the personality of a rock, but
that was the sports affiliation with Rick Rosellis, his charity give back show. Well, I compliment that I brought up all of you guys about the great work you do with Fantasy Cares, and Rick was going on about how great Bob is. I said, don't get me wrong, he has the personality of a rock, but he's one of the sweetest men you're ever going to meet, and I don't think that that's a false description.
It's a very it's a very nice rock.
Yeah, it's like a brook rock, remember?
like a pet rock,
like a type of rock you would find by the brook with a little, stream.
That your kids just drew a smiley face on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I tried to see how many times I could skip it out into the ocean.
Now I'm just picturing you grabbing Bob by the ankles and just trying to skip him down over a stream.
Stay tuned in New York. We're going to look for a stream in New York City.
Hudson River, let's go.
we can do that. We'll go down to the piers.
We're going to go to... Is there anything going on in MSG that day? That'd be a lot of fun. Just walk across the street, go see a sporting event. Is there any sports going on right now? Indoor sports?
That was the first thing. That was the first thing I looked at when we went to Chicago was, are the Cubs in town? And they weren't until the last night at FSGA. Then Sal and I talked about going to the Cubs, and then Steven's like, well, how about Soldier Field and watch some footy? So
yeah, but I want indoor sports because it's going to be hot outside, and I'm
the Liberty play at the Barclays Center now, so they're out. They used to be at Madison Square Garden, but no more. Yeah, Scott and Kevin Murray waited for us to leave town and went to see the Cubs play last night.
yeah, I decided to get on a flight.
Well, Sal, they tried to keep you there.
Yeah, they did try to work against me and keep me there. Yes. Yeah. Didn't get that off the bucket list. Wrigley.
Nice.
What's that other park called where the White Sox play? They keep.
I thought it was Comiskey, but they said that one's gone.
Yeah,
it was like 30 years ago. 30 years ago.
Oh.
It was good.
Okay, well, I'm catching up.
Rock. Hey, I just happen to have this here. This is something I'm bringing to the New York City Live draft to be.
Thibodeau?
It's Thibodeau and
Darren Waller.
No, Walker. Is it Walker? Is that the other guy's name on defense? With the Giants? I don't know. It's two Giants. Two Giants defensive players. Hold on. Let me see who the other one is.
You don't even know.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, we're waiting in suspense here because it's right in front of you.
I'm a Raiders fan. I don't. No, you can't read that. You can't read that handwriting.
Did you guys see?
I was way off. I was way off. It's Dexter Lawrence.
Samsonite.
Samsonite. It's way off.
Slappy Swanson. Lawrence. I was way off.
Did you see Steve's question? Is the New York Live site kid friendly? I mean, Sal's going to be there.
If by kid friendly you mean no knives, no, there's actually going to be knives. But
I believe it's not a strip club.
Not yet.
But it's not a strip club.
I don't know. I've never
I would
been
say
to Legends,
PG-13.
actually.
I would go with PG-13.
Who you bringing, Steve? How old is this child?
I mean, I'm sure he's younger than yours.
My son's live.
I mean, I'm younger than Sal's kids.
Wow, my poor son and daughters.
Yeah, no.
My 23-year-old son will be drafting.
How's it going, Zach? How's it going?
I missed it.
That Zach is younger than Sal's kids. So, Grandpa.
But I think so. I think what Steve is asking is like kids are allowed in the establishment.
Yeah, 10-year-old. Yeah. Like there's no debauchery going on. It's just a bunch of people there having a good time. There's going to be drinks. I mean, as long as you can trust your 10-year-old not to steal someone's beer, I think you'll be good.
Yeah.
He could hold my beer for me. They want.
Uncle Sal will give him a sip though.
Yeah, have a sip of that, kid.
Well, I'm telling you, the smartest thing my uncle ever did was give me a sip of his beer when I was really, really young. I was probably like 6 or 8 years old, and of course, hey Ross, go get me a beer. Okay, so I go, I grab my can. I'm like, hey, can I have a sip? And he goes, okay. He gives me a sip of Budweiser, not Bud Light, Budweiser. And it was the grossest thing I've ever drank in my entire life. And I didn't drink beer till I was in my 30s because of that.
Wow.
Like it took me forever to want to try beer again because of how gross that Budweiser was. So if your kids ever get interested in alcohol, give them the grossest thing you could think of and it'll stop them.
Jaeger.
Oof.
They are shooting fireworks off in the background of where I live right now.
It is the 2nd. Calm down. It's Wednesday.
What time is it? I live not far from where the Brooklyn Cyclones play. So a lot of times when those games end, they shoot off fireworks.
Yeah.
It's possibly Coney Island.
Oh, I thought like there was just like people in the neighborhood setting off fireworks. Or like in 30 Rock, where they did surprise fireworks in the city. No.
Do you know I've never watched that show? I think I watched like the first episode or 2 and never went back.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Yeah, Zach, we get it. You live by Disney, all right? Fireworks everywhere. Speaking of the Brooklyn Cyclones at Coney Island, some of you know that every summer I play in a charity softball game against the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Yes. And we are doing that again this year, and it's on my actual birthday, August 6th. If you're in and around Brooklyn and you want to come, the tickets, I know it's different charity, but it is a charity. In fact, the money is raised for the hospital that I work in for our cancer center. It's like $28, and this year it's going to be a combination of the Real Housewives of New Jersey and the Traitors cast. because Dolores Catania was on that show. And it's actually always a really fun, great night. So if you're in Brooklyn, you're in the area, you want to come out, meet me, hang out, donate to Cancer Center, come out August 6th.
Russ, you want to go?
I'm down.
Like
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
I mean,
in
I was
your
in until we had to meet Sal.
like I'm gonna be at your house that night or in New Jersey that night. We could run it up.
Yeah, I'm leaving the next day for Canton. That's true. So August 7th, I'm leaving. So that game next morning, I'm getting up and getting on the flight as well. So that'd be awesome if you guys came out. It's a good time. You know,
Is
get a
it
picture
like-
with a housewife? I could get that for you, big guy.
No, thank you.
Want to compare nail colors? I could get you that kind of access.
Oh no, I would lose that. Oh man, they have the money for the real manicures.
Yeah, it's interesting. So they're interesting people. They're actually extremely nice people. I've met them on 3 separate occasions now, and a lot of that stuff is for show. They're very
Oh,
nice
absolutely. I'm sure it is. Yeah.
people. Extremely nice. And they come out. It's not just the housewives. The husbands come. The sons come. We're not playing softball against just the housewives. It's actually competitive. Not that women can't play softball. That's not what I'm saying. Nobody attack me at home.
It's fast pitch, and they use all of the actual unwritten rules of baseball. There's beaning involved. There's throwing at heads. It gets competitive.
First year I played, the woman who was pitching for them, she was like one of the hairstylists. And hey, Ann, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. And she was a former college pitcher, so it is supposed to be arc ball. And somebody pissed her off, so she windmilled and slung it in there. I'm like, okay, we don't need any of that. Any of that.
I'd be terrified. Oh man, if someone ever actually like fast pitch softball, I would dive out of the box.
I've told you this story, I think, before, Russ, but when I was in high school, like we had our softball team was very good. They won the states, and our baseball team was, I don't know, second or third in Eastern Maine. We finished second in Eastern Maine. And we were talking a lot, doing a lot of chirping. And so the softball team decided that they wanted to play us. And so we went up to the softball field on a Sunday morning, like in between the regular season and the playoffs. And their pitcher ended up in the playoffs going no-hitter, perfect game, no-hitter to win the state championship game. So we're facing her. Her name was Carrie Vance. And so my first at bat, she threw something up that was off speed and I hit it out. And in my younger years, I was a little less reserved. And so I may have like bat flipped and watched it go. And so my next at bat, he hit me on my, let's call it my thigh, my rear end. I couldn't sit down for like a week and a half. That's like the most pain I've ever felt playing a sport. And I've broken things like oh my goodness, she threw so hard. But
I was
I
holding
deserved
back
it.
my tongue. Back my tongue about not being able to sit on your thigh.
Yeah. No, it was bad. And I earned it, but I'm with you, Russ. Like, huh?
How's she doing now? She go on to pitch?
I don't know. I'll tell you in 2 weeks. We'll have my 25th class reunion. So we'll see.
Yeah, my 25th's coming up also.
Sure.
Mine too. It actually is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to it or anything, but
I think mine was actually last year.
They tricked me into it.
Well, I don't know if there's one actually happening or not. It just happens to be that,
nobody invited you.
I hope not.
They tried.
No.
Right?
No fond memories of the old days, Russ?
High school?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Oh.
I had a little mini reunion with friends around the holidays that all just happened to be back in town, and very small, like maybe 10, 12 people. And somebody brought the yearbook, And I'm going to see if I know I'm famous for doing this, right? I find a picture on my phone and then I hold it up to the screen.
Yep.
But I think
Yeah.
you guys would be interested to see this one. I'm getting there. Oh, I'm close.
Just send it to me.
Okay, who said that? I'll be dancing by midnight.
I had one friend in high school, and I'm still friends with him, so I don't need to go to a reunion.
I feel you on that.
It's a beautiful
Two,
story.
but yes.
Also, all right, I'm getting there. I'm close. Okay, here it is. This is me. Let me see how well this is. Let me see how well you can see this. That's me dressed as a woman playing in the student-teacher basketball game. It was males against males and females against females. So I dressed up in one of my mother's dresses and a wig, and I played against the female teachers. And that is in the yearbook. I had forgotten about that. And it's labeled as Sally Lido drives up the court. So for all those out there, I was a cross-dresser in the 90s.
How was your jump shot? That's the real question.
Before it was cool. I drove to the hoop. My move was drive to the hoop, and I always had this behind-the-back layup move because I would do it on my brother religiously. So I had it down pat, and I never miss it, and I missed it in the game. I got it around my back, and I got the layup up, but it didn't go in.
Oh, man.
So I was not big on outside shooting. I was definitely I definitely like to drive to the hoop.
Throwing elbows on your teachers.
Yeah, I took a few out. What are you gonna do? What happens?
I just want to throw them bows.
There was a few that put me in summer school that had to come into them.
They brought it upon themselves.
Hey Zach, in September I'm going to be up in Boston, getting a tour of Fenway Park.
Oh, yeah?
You know, you guys should come hang out with me. It's a facilities thing. I was invited through work. Well, you guys should come hang out with me there. On Saturday, which is the 27th of September, I'm going to go see Punk Rock Factory. Remember those guys? I used to post them on Twitter years back. They do like all the Disney punk covers and all that stuff. They're playing in the Boston area the same weekend, so should be a good time.
And you have a walk to do that morning too now.
That's right. I'm going to go to Emmy's walk with Bob and the family. It should be a good time.
I told Emmy you're coming. She's like, he didn't donate.
She was like,
wow.
I have no idea who that is. It's probably what her first words were.
No, yeah, you're all Scott to her.
I mean, I did meet her in Boston last year.
No, she knows the names.
She does.
That's a good question, Ann. Ann's asking if I'm going to meet anybody new, or is it all past guests? Here's the thing for me, is that I'm getting old now, Ann. So sometimes I see people who I've met before, and it's still new to me. So there is one guy, Frank, who's coming on, who I've never known before, but he introduced himself to me in Chicago. So now I've met him in person.
He's in the chat.
Yeah. Is that Frank that's coming on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Frank in the chat.
Oh.
Frank in the chat. Yeah.
Frank in the chat is the Frank that introduced himself to me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Frank in the chat. I'm looking through this right now. I would tell you that easily 90% or more of these people I have interviewed or met in person, which is awesome because they're all good people. And yeah. In fact, I don't see anybody who I haven't had some kind of interaction with. And since I've been
cut down the amount of time slots, it makes it a little more difficult to spread out.
Yeah, I mean, Brett Lanier I see practically every week now for the last 2 years, so he's on. Yes, all these good people.
Mostly good
Yeah,
people.
I
Bob,
miss.
hey Bob.
I got the dummies. The dummies are on. I haven't seen J Mike in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, Zach. Um, and now I might just come to Florida to kick your ass for that comment.
Or retire, whichever. It is though. That's all. Like you can't go wrong. I don't think with the podathon. There's just there's never enough time. Like you guys did 36 hours last year. I was in the chat for 35 ish, and like it's just there's so many good people and so many good people doing fantasy football and kind of being interspersed with fantasy cares and the charity aspect of it. It's just awesome.
Yeah, and let me just say this. Let me throw this out there. So Game Blazers is going to be our title sponsor. There he is. Game Blazers is going to be our title sponsor this year for the SFB Podathon. So go check them out at Game Blazers FF on social media. And they have $25,000 in weekly rewards, all kinds of different things that they're doing over there. They've been extremely generous in being our title sponsor this year. So we want to make sure we mention them, that you will hear them throughout the SFB Podathon. But I just wanted to get a little plug in there for them tonight as well. Hi, Bob. How are
Now,
you,
Zach,
sir?
I need you to use your degree and tell me what this means.
Ubiquitous is everywhere.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine what Sal dreams you would have sleeping with the podathon going on in your earbuds.
Yeah, that Mr. Scampers threw me off there for a second. He said I slept with the Podathon and then the other parts on the next line. So I was a little nervous where that was going, how much he was going to reveal.
What happens on the podathon stays on the podathon. No, it doesn't. Everyone's watching.
No, it lives on ubiquitously.
Ooh. Ubiquitous. Now I'm gonna have to try and use that in a sentence tomorrow.
Ubiquitous.
Yeah. Except I'll pull like I just remember Clueless where she learns the word sporadic. Hey, I'll see you soon. I hope
I knew a guy.
not sporadically.
I knew a guy who learned the word superfluous once and just kept using it. It was just not in the correct way, but he was proud of the fact that I think he could actually say it. So
superfluous.
Steve, that was not my fault. The Podathon After Dark. That was not my fault.
If there's something to blame, it's on the podathon. It's absolutely Sal's fault.
Yeah. The changeover right before the Dummies episode was rough last year.
Yeah, was that last year? We dropped out a little early or something? It got cut out. And
oh no, that was when Scott hit
over?
the end stream button by accident twice to end the stream.
Yes. Yeah, that was.
We don't have an Ian
that
segment.
is a live show. It's
we haven't told Sal yet. Ian is actually hosting the Podathon this year. Sal's out. We just keep putting him on the marketing material to make him feel good about himself. But Ian is actually hosting.
I could almost sleep through it and forget it happened. I'm not even kidding at this point. So he'd probably kill it. He'd crush it. You know, the Ian fishbowl.
What's mellifluous mean?
Sonorous? Yeah.
Will the Podathon have word of the hour every hour? We could do that. Yeah. Sure, why not?
Word of the hour.
Word of the hour.
Is that something you've done in the past?
No, but we're doing these word things here, so I picked up what Joe was laying down
Gotcha.
with those Reeboks we're putting down.
I mean, we can play partisan bingo. Things that come out of Sal's mouth.
Oh, that'd be fun. You guys could put those game boards together at home. Not a bad
I
idea.
can, if we can come up with enough Salisms.
It's his
Certainly
birthday,
can.
but it's not his birthday this year.
It's not his birthday. He's not turning 50 this year. So he's turning 60.
That's how that
10
works.
years went, those 10 years went by so fast.
Time flies, Sal.
Yeah, and
I guess
the chair. I'm sorry, Bob. I just wanted to make sure Ann knew the chair will be there this year because Steve is not. Steve's not going to appear again this year. So we got the best part of Steve, which is his chair. Oh my God! Remember that segment? Remember that sandwich segment?
I do.
It was Fiella that schooled him, actually.
I mean, I still think I took him down. I know he's the sandwich king, but come on.
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, we did try to get Mike on tonight, and he was already in bed. So
Yep.
That tracks.
yeah, I have to just be up at 5 a.m. No big deal. That is 6 hours from now. So
It is.
You want to call it a night? We can call it a night.
I do it for the people.
I mean, yeah, we are here for the people.
None of these people, but the people.
We are not people.
I mean,
These are my people. These are my friends. No,
Nope, that's just you.
like that you broke. No,
so close to finishing it too.
Finishing.
Oh,
what?
your his landscape potathon.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, yeah, we have the flyer sheet, but that doesn't post well. So we've got to make, the a separate one for posting and being screensavers. Is that what they call them? No, thumbnails. That's what they call them. I'm just saving it now, and I'll share it.
The genius of Bob at work. He made me an Iowa shirt while I was in Iowa in 20 minutes. It was pretty impressive.
I mean,
From
it was
thought-
terrible, but it was fast.
Thought to store in 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. I got one for my my father-in-law and his brother. So we happened to be in Iowa fishing, and it was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to do in Iowa? By the way,
You can eat tenderloin sandwiches and fish. That's pretty much it.
I want a tenderloin sandwich.
They're wild. Have you ever seen one?
No.
So they
but I
take a
want-
they take a pork tenderloin and they pound it flat, and so it's like big, and then they put it on a bun.
Do you pick it up, or do you like? knife and fork it?
I don't know. I mean I did, but like I don't know what they do. I was like,
I got a friend that makes brisket out there in Iowa. He's got the big smokers. He makes them for cookouts. Like he does the
Nice.
whole big spiel, like a huge setup. I have not made it out there yet. He's related to my best friend, so I've gone to like Dallas with him for football games, but I've never been on his turf, and I need to get there. Big. His name is
Yes.
Russ. Also,
Frank, there are Casey's everywhere. It's like the it's like the Wawa of Iowa. I'm trying to give Russ something he can. You took me through a Wawa, right? Didn't we do that? Okay. We don't
New
have
Jersey's
that up here.
own.
Yeah.
No, it's a New
What
Jersey
is-
thing.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw them too.
I'm gonna have to be deleting quite a lot in here to load all this stuff.
Oh, yes.
It wouldn't let me load one item.
Breaded and deep fried. And Paul, it was the Hawkeyes is the shirt. Not Iowa State. Iowa. Nice job, Bob.
Hey,
Good job, Bob.
so now you
Well,
get something to post.
Look at that, right in the 10:30 hour. Or half hour, I
Oh,
guess.
do you want me to add the host in there too?
Sal?
No, not him. Whoever the co-host is.
Ian.
Co-host of the hour. Mike Fiala spelled something wrong in here. I have to find it. I just don't know what time they're on.
Oh, I think I spelled something wrong on there.
Oh, don't forget did you catch the
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah.
What?
Yep, I see it now.
All one word.
Yep. You think anyone else will know?
Did you delete the
Nope.
picture already?
Huh? I
So-
deleted it already. Yeah, because I forgot I had to change.
He's gotta
There was a space in football, guys, and there's not
Yeah.
supposed to be.
football guys. All one word.
I said, look, any spelling errors are not my fault.
I
That's a
definitely
copy and
spelled
paste.
Nate Povo's last name wrong on the sheet.
Yeah, it's a copy and paste. I wasn't going to type out each of them.
Mitzel.
Oh man, I had a schnitzel sandwich, which is kind of like the tenderloin sandwich
Yeah.
you're talking about,
Yeah.
where it's gigantic, but there was like gravy dumped on top of it, so there's no picking that thing up. Like that was a knife and fork. Like that was an obvious knife and fork.
Well, and the tenderloin is like I think there are two different ways people eat them. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I know that we have occasionally people from that area, but I think there are like two different ways that people eat them. So, and I was just like hand it to me the way somebody from here would eat it, and they looked at me like I wasn't from there. I'm like, yeah,
Open.
yeah. Yeah, chicken fried steak. That my father-in-law got a bunch of chicken fried. That's what he would do for breakfast was chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak.
Yeah, it's like breaded fried steak.
We used to get that at lunch at school.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's an interesting
Yeah.
school lunch.
It's basically they take the Salisbury steak and just bread it.
yeah.
This is why Bob eats once a day now, because they used to feed him that crap as a kid.
I haven't eaten yet today. I've got to figure out what I will eat tonight. I did put the iced coffee in my
Grogu.
Grogu cup. This was before they named him, because it just says the child on the back.
They were very mad about that for a long time. That everyone called him Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. Yes. Jon Favreau got very, very angry about Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Wah. Well, don't stick a small version of Yoda out there without a name, all right? And maybe that won't happen. International Yoda of Mystery.
I wonder where his story goes. Where does Grogu's story go?
Well, there's more Mandalorian coming out. There's another season and a movie.
Right. It's just that guy's acting in 35 different shows right now, so he's got to, pace
But
himself.
he's not still around come Ray and What is the new Star Wars ones? He
You
should
don't
be
know.
still
Well, yeah.
around. He should be like 400 years old. I mean, he lives to be like 800.
Mhm.
Yeah, he should be. Or maybe he's going to be in the next series. They find him on a mysterious planet. The wise Grogu.
I would watch that.
Yeah, I think I just made them 100 million.
Bam. And they're clearly watching this right
This-
now.
Like I'm
Bob is
I'm
actually
literally spewing money out of my mouth right now.
Bob's behind the
Exactly.
scenes, not only for Fantasy Cares, but also the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Zach Berger immediately ran to the park to let them know.
Oh yeah, and he went to go grab credit for it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't say that one on air yet. We'll wait for that. I had something that I'll tell you guys after.
NDA hasn't cleared yet.
Yeah, we're not far enough along on it to say anything.
Well, you're gonna have to text me that because it is 11 and I do got to get up at 5
I
a.m.
think we're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can call it a night at this point.
I mean, we've all been doing so much SFB stuff that we're pretty beat.
Thank you,
Beat
everyone, for hanging out with us on this beautiful Wednesday evening. Thank you, Sal, for joining us on this beautiful Wednesday evening. It was great to stare at your face for the past hour and 22 minutes. The smolder. I love
Sal
it.
Steele.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't really know. I don't remember. I feel like I say things now, and I don't remember what they are anymore because I am that tired. But thank you, everyone. We love you all. We'll see you next Wednesday. But maybe Joey goes back to Mondays for Trivia Night Live. I don't know anymore. I don't know what day it is.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
We'll see you right here on the
Yeah.
Fantasy Cast Network
On
for the
Sunday.
SFB Podathon on Sunday.
Yes,
This weekend.
Oh my God, that's this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go to sleep now. I'm gonna sleep now through Sunday so I can stay awake for the Podathon.
Well, I gotta finish up those graphics then, huh? I guess it is this weekend.
Sunday noon Eastern time to Monday noon Eastern time, 24 hours straight of this guy's face right down here, and some of the rest of us along the way. But for now, good night, everybody.